Hey guys, thanks for watching. Um, Today, I've had a lot of people commenting that they want to see a lot more how-to videos and how I go around my combo and what I use and how I tie my knots and everything. So I'm just gonna do an overall on that, so you have a general idea of what I do. Um, I everything I do is pretty cheap. I don't have multiple combos right now. At least I have one spinning, one bait caster, and I have a fly rod, which I'm going to be doing some more fly fishing soon. But anyways, um, start off with the rod and the reel. I have a This is my bait caster. I have a 6'10" medium action ugly stick. It's yeah, it works great. I like ugly stick, very durable. Um, I've beaten the crap out of this thing, never doesn't break. So I like it. I need to replace my line. I can start seeing frays in this, which isn't good. I've had this line for a decent amount, but I've used this all the time, so I need to do that before my tournament coming up. But anyway, I have a Abu Garcia. I think it's a 6:4 to 1 gear ratio. Yeah, 6:4 to 1 gear ratio. Black Max, cheap. Walmart, $40, 40 or 50. I forgot which one it was, but anyway, 20 and the reel's great. I mean, I have no issues with it. I have some issues. Do have issues with top water. I have to really reel as fast as I possibly can to get them out. So I'm gonna get a 7:1 to 1 pretty soon, hopefully before my tournament, so I can get them out of that crap. But great reel, great rod, especially for a beginner. If you're just getting into it and you don't want to spend too much money, I think the whole combo was under $100. So I love this thing. I use it all the time. I use as I said, I use this for salt. I use this for fresh, snook, bass, whatever. So I have an overall line, and I even use this through top water, which is apparent. Is I'm surprised I haven't broken off, but I guess what I put together works. I've ripped fish out of deep muck with this line, this combo. It's a 20-pound Power Pro, 20 pounds, and I fished a lot of top water frogs with this, so it works. But I know people say, "Oh, I don't use anything under 50." Well, I don't have multiple combos, so I have to use what I got. So it works though for me, at least for right now. And what I usually use for leader, because I fish a lot of ponds that have snook and bass in them, and tarpon sometimes. You never know what you're going to run into. Vanish fluorocarbon, as you can see, 30-pound fluoro. Works great. It takes a beating, and you can get it roughed up against some barnacles in salt water. You can get it, against a tree and fresh, and never have any issues. You have to change it out because it will eventually snap. But I haven't broken off with this, so it's great. And I'll show you what knot I use to attach it to the main line. What I do, I get about 1.5 to 2 feet a leader, and make sure there's no nicks or anything. And what I do, I believe it's called a uni. It might not be. You tell me if you think this is a uni. This is just what I use and what I've been told it's called. I know there are a ton of different knots out there. and I'm gonna have people saying I use a different knot, I use a different knot, this one's, but this is what I use. This is what I've been using for a while. It works. If you don't believe me, check out my videos. I have not broken off ever because I've had a fish on here. A fish has not broken me off at the leader or at the knot. Never has. The only time I ever break off on this, and it's still a pain and if it's tied right to get it off, is if I snag something and I have to pop it. Because I use a heavier leader too. The leader itself doesn't usually ever break unless it has a fray in it, and I pop it. But I never really have any issues with it, so I can get it out of the thick stuff and not have a problem. So anyway, you get your 2 tag ends and I lay usually about 4 or 5 inches, run them across each other. I get one end, so I'm going to start with the braided one and come about an inch and a half up and make a loop with both the lines. So right there, made a loop, and they have a braided loop and a fluorocarbon loop. So you still have the tag end right there. And I like to run it underneath the fluoro, and because it's braid, it's easy to maneuver. I put the tag end through the braid 4 or 5 times, depending on how much I have. Do that quick. I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of hard to see that. Come on. I can't even get it through one time. I'm gonna have to get more line through it. I've been tying this knot for a while and didn't even get enough. Alright, so I have a long enough tag end now. So bring the tag end through. Once, twice, 3, 4. Heck, I'll just do it a 5th time just because. Alright, so now it's wrapped around the braid itself and the fluoro. Get the tag end, and you can let go of them both by now, and the fluoro will kind of loop around, and you just pull that tag end, not too tight. You can use your finger to push it down to make the knot itself. So you see how, I don't know how well you can see that, but it bunched up right there. Yeah, it bunched up right there, and the knot kind of went together, but it'll slide on the fluoro. You want to do the same thing to the other side. If you don't have enough tag end, just hold on to the knot you made with the the braid and just pull a little bit fluoro through. Do the same thing. Make the loop. Fluoro, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get it through. So you can do this, and the knot will be thicker. Braid doesn't really matter because it's so thin, but but it'll be thicker with the fluoro. So I usually do it 3 to 4 times. I'll probably do it 3 times. Yeah. Same thing. You just pull it all, bunch that knot. So now you have a knot with fluoro. So you have one with braid over here, one with fluoro over here, and all you do is wrap your fingers to the line. Be careful because braid will cut you, and you can watch them just slide together just like that, and you pull it tight as you can without hurting yourself, and give it a couple good bumps just to make sure the knot's tight. It's not going anywhere. Cut the tag ends. Come on. I should have worn my glasses because I cannot see worth anything. Alright, there's the braid end and the fluoro end. There we go. And so now you have a pretty tiny knot. I can probably get a little closer with the fluoro. I'm just not going to mess with it right now. That knot's not going to come undone. It's a great knot, works, you can barely see it. It'll go through the guides pretty easily. I never have any issues with that knot. Now, how I tie the hook on. There's a ton of different ways to do it. I'm going to show you two for different styles of lure. Alright, so now I'm going to go over how I tie a hook on. I just use an improved clinch, fisherman's knot, whatever you want to call it. Yet again, you could say there's better knots for it. There's better knots. This is what I use. It works for me. So, yeah. Just bring it through the tag end through. Hold it so that pinch the where it rounds on the hook. Just pinch that together. Wrap it around the tag end around the line 6-7 times. Get the tag in, bring it back through the loop that you made when you pinched them together, back through the loop, which will create another loop, that whole, and you just bring the tag in through there, just pull it all together. Bam. Fisherman's knot. Got the tag in. You're golden. That's what I use. Now, one more knot I'll show you. It's a loop knot, or at least how I tie the loop knot. If you want to do top water, like hard bait top waters, poppers, some people use them for live bait. I don't like that too much, but you can do what you want to do. You make a, you know how like you would tie a granny knot, you just put the line through itself. Like that. So you have that little, it's not attached to anything. Then you get the tag in, put it through the hook. Swim baits, I use this for swim baits. You got that loop, you bring it down to, the line down to the loop. Then all you have to do is go through it twice. So once, twice. After the second time, just pull it. And it creates the loop like that. It's not coming undone. You just cut it right. If I can cut it. Erg. I usually have better scissors. But that's it. Loop knot. That's what I tie. So, well, anyways, I appreciate all the support, all the feedback for my videos. Thank you for already getting me up to 2,100, and I appreciate all the comments too. You know, I'm gonna work on camera angles. I'm about to get a new camera so that I will have another one. And I have a tournament coming up pretty soon. I have a business deal going on with an app, and I will talk more about that. It's called Water Life, and it'll be up at the end of the month. So especially if you live in Pinellas here in Florida, it will pertain to you. So keep a lookout for that, and I'll talk about it some more in another video. Thank you for all the support, and anything else you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to do my best to make a video on it and talk about it. So again, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and what's the other one? Snapchat. And tight lines.